Single Queen. This is Desmond Booker. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I help successful queens who are seeing success in their life and now ready to see success in their love life. I am just excited to be able to come on tonight, this morning. Happy Friday for you that are watching this on this Friday. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you've been liking the content that I've been putting out, the value that I've been putting out, and go ahead and like this video if it speaks to you. And also, thank you for sharing this. Our YouTube subscriber, we're slowly growing on this channel, but we're going to start speeding up, rapidly growing, right? Because of you helping me reach other single queens. Also on this channel, we're not only just speaking to the queen who is desiring to be in a relationship, but also any area of your life that you're wanting to see that success. It's so important that we begin to focus on what we really want in life and not just hope it, not just dream for it, but actually really working towards it. And so I'm excited. If you're seeing me on IG, thank you for liking. Thank you for following me, even on IG and as well as on our Facebook page. All right, let's get into this real quickly. It's not going to be one of those long videos this morning, but I wanted to share this morning. I woke up this morning to some neighbors fighting. Of course, a couple are fighting and they're arguing, right? This is the type of relationship that you don't want, or that I, I hope as queens don't settle, do not desire. Yes, you're going to have arguments. Yes, you're going to have disagreements, but the yelling, the fighting, the verbal abuse, the mental abuse, the physical abuse is what you're wanting not to be in. And so as I help queens go from single to successfully dating, this is what the bar that we're setting. We're not going to be settling, because what's the purpose of me helping you go from single to successfully dating? And it's not the dream relationship. It's not the relationship that you're really truly wanting to be in with the person that's going to honor, respect, and love, cherish you, shower you with love and affection, right? That's the type of relationship that I see you in. That's the type of treatment that I see you in. And so as a queen, you're deserving a king who will love and adore you, cherish you. And so in saying that, many queens that I'm talking to are wanting that and desiring that, but feel as if it's not going to happen. Yes, you're saying that it's going to happen, but really I want to say the deepness of your heart, deeply and do you really feel like it's going to happen? No. So what you have done is simply prayed, and if it happens, it happens, right? And I don't like that terminology. If it happens, it happens, because everything is happening for us because we are causing it to happen for us, knowingly or unknowingly. So if I'm sitting and waiting for things to happen, and something may happen, something may not happen, it's because I'm still causing that. I'm still thinking a certain way. I'm still feeling a certain way, and I'm still doing things a certain way. So that causes those things in my life. So if I feel it may happen, it may not happen, guess what happens? Somebody may stumble into your life, right? And you may have a relationship with them. No, we take the full control over our lives. And this is what I'm desiring to happen. I prayed about it. I'm going to leave it in God's hands, but I'm going to do my part, and I'm going to follow him, and I'm going to follow his instructions. I'm not going to let fear dictate to me whether I take any action. I'm not going to be fear being hurt. I'm not going to fear being rejected. I'm pushing fear to the side, and I'm going to go ahead and establish that I'm going to be in a relationship. And that's what you have to do. You have to declare that, you have to decree that, you have to believe that, and you have to move into that. Okay? So what happens is that many times is that when you're wanting this type of relationship, you get caught up in how it's going to happen. So let's talk about this morning. How is it going to happen? Don't worry about the how it's going to happen. This is what happens so many times, is that the reason why you're not taking any action. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, right? And the reason why you're saying I don't know what to do is because should I get online, right? Should I get meet him offline? I don't want to meet him online. I don't want to do no blind date. I don't want to do any of that stuff. That's the part of the how you're going to meet him, right? How am I going to meet him? Is it going to be like this? Is it going to be like this? I don't want it to be. So this causes everything to what? To cause what you're focusing on to be not so clear and not so concise, right? So when we get into how it's going to happen, it causes us again to be unclear and not concise about what we're really truly wanting. Right now, if I say that I'm going to send you something, and you're going to ask me, well, when is it going to come, and when are you sending it, right? And how is it going to come? Why? Because you have an expectancy of when it's going to show up. But if I just say, don't worry about it, it's going to show up. It's going to show up, and here's the tracking information. That's all you have. That's all you need, right? It doesn't matter how it comes. It matters that what you really truly want that I have for you is coming. That's all that matters. And that's what I'm saying. You need to be not focused on how it's going to happen. And I'm saying this, get away from that. Get away from that. Just let that, how is it going to happen? Let it go. And also letting go of when it's going to happen. Now, with you working with me and talking with me and me helping you, of course, I would say in 2025, do you want a relationship, or when do you see yourself getting married? Go ahead and write that down. And the reason why you want to put a goal and you want to put a time on it is because it causes you to move towards it. It causes you to take some action towards it, right? And so when you have a time, it's not that you're constrained or restrained by the time. It's not that, oh, it did, I said this and it's not going to happen. No, I'm giving myself a time because why? Because in my mind, if I give myself time, if I give myself a deadline, what am I going to do? I'm going to not rush it, but I'm going to start moving towards it. Okay. So, but if you say, I'm going to get married in 2030, I'm going to get married in 2030. Wow. 2030 really is that there's no urgency there. And so that's why we put time with, and when we put time on it, we're not talking long term. We're talking about, right, a few months, maybe a year. Because again, what we're going to begin to do is that we're going to shrink time, because it's not about the time. It's not about the how, and it's not about the when. It's about the what, right? And so what I want you to focus on is not the how and not the when, even though you're going to put a certain time on it. So right now, when do you want and desire to be married? 2026 is great, right? 2026 is great. 2025 is great. I'm not even dating anybody. Don't worry about that again, because whatever it seems impossible for you becomes possible when you start to believe it. Okay? So 2025, I'm going to meet him. 2026, around April, I want to be married. Great. Do you see how? And then play around with that. See how that feels. When I share with queens, give me a time when you go, and they're like, oh my goodness. They can almost feel like, like they're restrained. It's like, no, feel good about that. Play around with that. Man, I'll be married. So what would be happening if you got married in April of 2026? What would your life look like? You see how, and start to play with that and start to think about that. Where would you be on your honeymoon? Where are you going for your honeymoon? What type of wedding would you like to have? See, when you start playing around with it, this makes it all possible, because it is possible. But you don't allow yourself to dream, even though you're quote unquote praying for a dream relationship, praying for a dream wedding, right? Wanting your marriage, wanting this dream partner to come into your life. Well, if you want this dream to come true, you have to dream, right? This is why I said you get away from the how and the when it's going to happen, right? And focus on the dream, focus on it becoming real, seeing it as real, feeling it as real, so that you can walk in it as if it's already real. Okay? So again, don't focus on the how and don't focus on the when, as far as I've set this date. Now I've got this, got to be. No, don't focus on that. Just let that go. I said it's going to be by April 2026. I'm going to be married. uh, 2025, I'm going to be in a relationship and I'm going to meet the perfect person for me, and he's going to be perfect for me, and I'm going to be perfect for him. And just begin to just let it go. Don't even try to figure it out from there. Don't try to figure out the how, and don't try to figure out, a when and all that. Don't just let it go. Just set that date. Don't worry about anything else, and then just become. Now, what can we take control of? We cannot control the how. We cannot control how we meet him. We cannot control, even though we say I'm going to meet him online, even though we say we're going to meet him offline, or in the grocery store, or at church, or he has to be. I have to meet him organic. How? No, 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 no. Don't take control of that. Just let that go. Right? How the package is coming to you, we're not going to worry about that. We know that the package is on its way. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. The package is on its way. So what can we control? We can control what? We can control the type of person that's coming into our life. The type of person. So what type of person do you really want to come into your life? What type of person do you want and can see yourself married to? What is his physical attributes? What is his characteristics? How does this man treat you? Right? Begin to get a clear picture of this type of man dating you. Okay. And in my program, I go a little bit deeper about this and the scientific reasons of why this is important. But you needing to let go of the how, letting go of the when. Now that you have set that date, and now that you said that you're going to be dating at this day, and you're going to be married by this date, letting that go, and then now beginning to control the type of person that comes into your life. Can I control the type of person that I want? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. Why? Because the type of person that you are is attracting somebody into your life right now. The type of person, the way that you think, the way that you feel, and the way that you're acting is drawing a type of man in there. It's not the type of person that you're wanting. So if you can draw that wrong person, if you can attract that wrong person into your life, you can surely attract the right person into your life, right? Again, I cannot control the how, and I don't want to even be focusing on the when, because I've already written it down. I'm going to let that go, but I'm going to be focused on the type of person that I really want to be with. And then I want to control the type of person that I am, because I can't expect the right person to come into my life, the quote unquote perfect person that's for me, and not become that perfect person, right? Because if I'm going to attract him, then he's going to have to be attracted to the type of person that he's looking for. And this is how it happens. I'm becoming the person that I need to be. He is becoming the person that he needs to be. And that's how we attract to each other. Okay? That's how it attracts. And then that's why we don't worry about how it's going to happen. That's why we don't worry about, quote unquote, the when it's going to happen. We just know it will happen. Why? Because I'm the type of person that I need to be, and I want this certain type of person to come into my life. And I just let it go. I don't even focus on that, okay? There's some more things that I teach you and can teach you, but I just want to share no pressure. It's time for you to have fun. Now, you're wanting to be in a great relationship. You're wanting this phenomenal marriage. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. So one of the things you're going to have to begin to do is connect with people that are also wanting to be in a great relationship, who are not just talking about single, the dating pool, that the ones that are negative about dating, the ones that are negative about relationships. You got to move away from these people, because how can you attract something that's going to be great for you while it's a negative experience that may happen for you? Again, how can you expect a great relationship with negative people? You can't. Okay? So you have to begin to focus on what you're really truly wanting and what you're really truly desiring. Okay? And so I want to share that with you today. No pressure. Begin to have fun. Well, I'm not attracting anybody. Okay? Again, don't worry about that. I can help you start attracting the right person. I can help you begin to heal. And we'll talk more about the healing and how important that is to be healed, and how that affects your attracting people into your life as well. But I'm going to cut it right here. No pressure. Don't focus on the how. You wrote down your win. You're wanting that to happen. No pressure on that. I'm not going to be focusing on that anymore. And then I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to have fun. I'm just going to enjoy dating. I'm going to enjoy attracting. And how do I know I'm getting close? Because you'll start seeing the right people come into your life. As you become the right person, you'll start seeing more of the right people come into your life. And as the right people come into your life, now that fear of pushing them away, right? That fear of you pushing them away because you don't want to be abandoned, or you don't want to be hurt, or you feel like you got to let all that go and stop sabotaging these relationships when this great man comes into your life who is treating you like you've prayed for. Why are you pushing him away? Why are you coming up with excuses of he's not this or he's not that? It's the person that you prayed for, and there's really honestly no red flags. You're coming up with red flags. You're coming up with reasons to push him away. Again, it's because you're not really ready for a relationship, right? But if you're really truly ready for a relationship when this quote unquote person that you are desiring and that you're praying for and that you're wanting, and he shows up, then what's going to happen with that? Then you begin to what? Then you begin to attract him. All right. So today, don't allow yourself and talk yourself out of not being in this relationship that you're wanting. All right. Don't focus on the how, and don't focus on the when, or just let it happen. All right. Remember, queens don't settle. If you like this video, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We thank you for subscribing, and we thank you for liking this video. And if you want to leave a comment, you can. Please leave a comment below. As well as if you're wanting to work with me, you can comment below. I'm ready. If you're wanting to, if you're on Instagram, you can comment, I'm ready, or you can DM me on Instagram or on Facebook. All right. You have a great day. Remember, queens don't settle.